You guys know what time it is. Married at First Sight, Season 11, Episode 12, Live Comment Read. Come on in here, y'all. Let's get this thing started. All right, guys, you ready? Come on. Come on. In my Tabitha Brown. Does anybody know who Tabitha Brown is? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hey, Jesus is my doctor, and he writes out all of my prescriptions, and he gives me all of my medicine in the room. Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. We will be going over the comments that you guys posted, not only in the Married at First Sight Season 11, Episode 12 recap, but then we're also going to go over the comments from the Couples Focus, right? I am super excited that Couples Focus was on Karen and Miles, and I spoke about how basically they friend zoned their marriage. So we're gonna talk about that. Hey, Giovanna, how you doing, beautiful? Welcome. I'm not gonna stay on here with you guys for long because guess what, guys? Guess what? Hold on, let me. Oh, my glass is dirty, y'all. Y'all just gonna let me get on the live, and my glass is filthy. Not filthy. Not filthy. Filthy? Y'all gonna let me get on here with these filthy glasses? Hold on, let me. Come on. Ah, there we go. That's a little bit better. Because guess what, guys? My husband is off today. My children are at grandma's house. So y'all know what that means. That means I'm not friend zoning my marriage like Karen and Miles. I'm finna go spend some time with my boo thing. You heard me? You heard me. But yes, we're going to get into these comments. Please, guys, hit that subscribe button. I would love for you guys to become a part of my Fruitful Family tree. I would love to have you. That would just make my heart glad. If you have not hit that subscribe button, what you waiting on? Go ahead and hit that thing. Go ahead and hit it. And also, please hit that like button that looks like a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate that. That helps me get out to more people. And y'all, I am putting on my Demi Beauty luxurious lip gloss that smells like chocolate. Woo! Woo! It smells wonderful, you guys. How is everyone's Monday today? I hope everyone is doing well. Giovanna, I hope you are doing good too. How was your Monday, love? How was your Monday? All right, guys. Let's get into these comments. I ain't gonna talk your ear off. I know y'all got things to do too. And I'm finna spend the rest of the evening with my husband. Ooh, a mosquito then came in here. That thing is huge too. Is it a mosquito or is it a baby wasp? Oh, Lord. And it's trying to get out. Jesus. Oh. Oh. Mike, you might have to come save me. Let me tell you, I don't do no wasps. And it looked like a baby wasp. What does a baby wasp look like? Because that thing is bigger than a mosquito. Maybe. It's in the windowsill. Hey, Peaceful Flow. I'm over here. Look at, I know. Were you at work? Did you have a good day at work, Peaceful Flow? What is it, Mike? If it's I can deal with it if it's a mosquito, but if it's a baby wasp, I'm not gonna be able. Yeah. Right there? No. What is that? What is that? Don't let it come on me. You lost it? Oh. All right, guys. Hey. Okay, let's get into these comments. I don't want it to get me. You think it left out of the room? No, it went that way. It went that way? I don't want it. It's going to be nipping on my heels. Yeah. You've been nipping on mosquitoes before. That's a mosquito? Did you look at it? Yeah. What? It didn't look like a baby wasp. That's what I was thinking. It's big. I don't want it to. Get it. Get it. Oh. It's trying to get out. Ooh. Oh my gosh, baby. Okay. It's over there. It's on the corner. Uno momento, por favor. All right, guys, I'm back. Mike's trapping the mysterious flying thing for me. All right. So let's get into these comments. Peaceful Flow, Giovanna, tell me what y'all thought about episode 12. Tell me what y'all thought. I did a couples focus and I did it on Miles and Karen. And I was saying, you know, how them taking intimacy. Now, remember, guys, when I use the word intimacy, I am actually talking about the S word. And when I say affection, I'm talking about intimacy. And I do that so my video don't get flagged, okay? So when I say intimacy, you know what I mean. Because, you know, somebody who normally doesn't watch my videos, they thought I just meant intimacy, like holding hands and cuddling. But no, when I say intimacy, I mean the privilege of husband and wife. That's what I mean. Okay, so Denise Mastronardi. I hope I said that right. Shout out to you, Denise. Denise said Karen, Olivia, and Henry. I don't know why they applied for the show. They're the worst people I've ever watched, and I can't wait till the 4 weeks is over to see who stays and who goes. Stay safe and have a great one. Thank you, Denise. She said Karen, Olivia, and Henry, you guys. She said, I mean, I don't know. I've been looking at some of the other seasons, and they're not the worst, that I've seen. I mean, Luke was pretty bad. Zach was pretty bad. Michael was pretty bad. So I don't know about the worst, but yeah, they pretty much up there. They pretty much up there. All right, Keisha Buckley Anderson. Shout out to you, Keisha. Thank you for watching. Says Karen is too much. Miles deserves someone better. This was ruined from Karen. Found out who when Karen found out who Miles was. I understand wanting to take things slow, but my gosh, man, you expect a man to sleep beside you every night and not even some kisses? Karen is like an ice queen. I hate when people are like we are strangers. Like, girl, that's what you signed up for. I like Woody and Amani. I think they could really work. Hey. Hi, Mama Apostle. Good to see you. Said this episode was kind of boring. I can't wait. Yes. I mean, I know that the couple celebrated their 1 month anniversary. I do love the fact that Woody gave his wife a beautiful pair of diamond earrings for their anniversary. I was like, love it. I thought that was so cool. And I love the song that Amelia wrote for Bennett. I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, Catherine Pratt. She said, I like the t-shirt. I want it. She was talking about the shirt that Miles gave to Karen. And Around the Way Girl Next Door said, Karen don't want it. She'll send it to you. Let me tell you, Around the Way Girl Next Door be coming in with the 1-2-1-2s. Peaceful Flow said, I feel like Miles is young. He is what, 25? I think he's like 26. I don't see Miles is who Karen needs. She should have been left. She knew what it was at the beginning. Yes, come on. Said, but Amani never gave Woody a gift. Yes, or at least they didn't show it on camera. But I'm trying to think, because I don't think Karen gave Miles a gift. I don't think that Amani gave Woody a gift. And I don't think Olivia and Brett or Christina and Henry exchanged gifts. Am I right or am I wrong? I don't think that they did. But let me tell you, nothing is worse than when Luke and Kate on their anniversary, Luke got up early that morning and made sure that he left and spent the day with his friends. Do y'all remember that? That was horrible. Internet Innocent, shout out to you. Says, love listening to you. You have such a bubbly personality, which makes your reviews great to listen to. I appreciate that, Internet Innocence. Thank you. Shout out to you. Tina Webb. Come on, Tina. Says, hello. Love the reviews as always. You be breaking it down to the ground. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Deneen Grant said, I really like Amelia's voice. I liked the song and I liked her voice. I thought it was so nice. Says, I only saw Amelia and Bennett give each other a gift. Yeah, and Bennett gave that unboxed blender, but I heard Alicia, I think it was Alicia saying that it was because of brand placement probably. So he unboxed it. And then, of course, didn't Bennett also give her what's called a jaw heart, which I thought was very unique. They're very unique people. It says, I just love Amelia, period. I do like how easygoing she is. I do like that. And shout out to Shelly Charlesworth. Ooh, such a sophisticated name. Yes. It says, as for a budget, figure out what the rent will be, the utilities, and the other shared expenses. Then you get 3 checking accounts. She's talking about how Woody and Amani were kind of going over their budget, and then Woody was like $500 to $1,000 a month on clothes. Boy, bye. Alicia! You heard me talking about you, didn't it? Didn't it? Yes, yes. How you doing this evening, Alicia? Did you have a good Monday? How was your Monday today? She says, then you get 3 checking accounts, his, hers, and theirs. Then each person contributes 50% of their income to the joint checking account, and household bills are paid from there. Each person should also save a percentage of his income, like 20%. Each spends his, her own money for his and her own clothes and other expenses. One person should not be telling the other how much money to spend on clothes, but joint expenses must be paid first. If my net income each month is $6,500 and my partner's is $7,900, then my 50% for the joint account is $332.50 each month. And my partner's is 50% is $39.50 each month. So each month the joint accounts get $7,200 put into it, and joint bills are paid from there. Rent, utilities, food. Money leftovers goes into a joint savings account. So for me, out of my net $6,500, I must deposit $23.50 into the joint account and have $23.60 left to save 20% to $1,300. And so then I have reached $19.50 left to pay my own health insurance, car payments, clothes, cosmetics, gas for my car insurance, whatever gifts I want to buy for friends and family. This is not that hard to figure out. Each person needs his own checkings and savings account, and you must also set up a joint checking and savings. So this is Shelley Charlesworth. That's how she breaks down the finances in her home, which I think that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. It leaves room to pay the bills. It leaves room for savings. Now, my husband and I, we're a little different. So we have multiple checking and savings accounts, but they're all joint. You know what I mean? So there's an account that I use mostly. He never touches it. And then there's an account that he has that I barely ever touch, but they're both joint. I still have access to it. Says, yes, doing good, uneventful day. That's pretty good. Uneventful is pretty good. Says, I think that it's a wonderful idea about the bank accounts, but did they put tithing and offerings in the budget? No, I didn't see that. I ain't sure, Peaceful Flow. But that gets, in my house, that gets taken care of off rip. Off rip. We don't play about that. Off rip. But that's our house. So Deneen Grant, living with grandma and spending $1,000 on clothes and going out. If I was a money, I would be concerned. He wasn't interested in saving or investing in his own home. Not very adult. I thought that's it. Hey, I just read your comment to Catherine Pratt. Honey, you was like, because Catherine Pratt was like, I love the shirt that Miles gave Karen, and you was like, she don't want it, she'll send it to you. Girl, you are hilarious. You hear me? You are hilarious. Hilarious. Courtney and Eddie, shout out to them. You know, we love their channel. Love their channel, Courtney and Eddie. Courtney with the K. Y'all got to check them out if you haven't already. Says, Woody need to go somewhere with that clothing budget. Like, come on. And, you know, I know that some people actually have that budget. And if after they take care of all their necessities and he still got that, and hey, who am I? Says, Woody is extra and that's okay, but it's making me side eye him now because he bring her flowers every morning. That's probably just a honeymoon thing. people be excited in the beginning. And Deborah Williams commented, Cordelia, they know not every day. This is the 12th episode, which represents 30 days, and I've only seen flowers twice. Once they were orange and this time yellow. LOL. Shout out to you, Deborah Williams. Christina D. Shout out to you. No, I'm sorry. It's Christine D. It says, I was really trying with Karen and rooting for her and Miles, but after all of this time, I'm so over her. She's confusing to me. And Lee Pepper commented 100. He commented 100 twice with a thumbs up. Lee Pepper too. That's another one. I believe Lee Pepper is a she. I believe Lee Pepper is a she. It says, I think Amani will teach Woody about saving real fast. And you know what? Woody has been very open to Amani kind of showing him and telling him some things. So I think that might work. Okay, let's see. Catherine Pratt. Shout out to you again, Catherine. It says, I heard they couldn't have the blender box for brand reasons. They could have gotten a little more creative with the presentation, though. Totally agree. Alicia dropped that knowledge on us during the live watch. Says Woody is highballing on the budget. Woody's degree is in accounting. He understands money. Now, you know what? I know some accountants that understand money, but don't follow what they know. I know some accountants, they got the degree and work in the field and still don't do well with their own finances. It's kind of like the people who, do as I say and not as I do. But I hope you're right. I hope he playing games. Hey, Lee Pepper, how you doing? You heard me talking about you, didn't you? I only saw flowers 3 times. I do remember multiple flowers, but I didn't count how many times. It said, yes, am Superwoman. Okay, Lee Pepper, the Superwoman. Yes. It says, around the way, girl. You were right, sister. I didn't think about that. Angie, my sister, we got an igniter in the building, you guys. An igniter in the building. An igniter is someone who has a membership with my channel. Yes, how you doing, sister? She says, hey, my sister, and all in the live chat. Blessings to everyone. Says, blessings to you, Angie. Peaceful flow, speaking to Angie. Yes. And Alicia Brown, we got to your comment. It says, Karen's look when Miles was oversharing with Amani and Woody. Woody needs finance advice from Brett. I caught Karen's face too. Karen was like, why you telling all our business? You telling all our business. But no, what was hilarious to me was when Amani was like, y'all be walking heavy. Y'all be walking heavy. Remember she said that? Oh, and then they were saying, no, because the people above us do it too. It's just thin. I just thought that was so funny. But yes, I caught Karen's face. She was not having it. But you know what? Honestly, though, I'm not here for the oversharing either, unless we are both just super close to the couple. I'm not here for the oversharing either. But Woody and Bennett, Woody and Miles, are close. So we know that Miles has talking to Woody and even shared things, that he hasn't shared with Karen with Woody. And Around the Way Girl Next Door commented on Alicia Brown, and she said, Woody's degree is in accounting. He's probably not as frivolous with money as he seems. I think he was throwing out the high number because he knows the money was going to go low. Just a negotiation tactic. I think that's pretty good. I think I've used that before. Say yes, I think that's very funny. Yeah, just want to say yes. I'm coming over. I'm coming over. You going on at 8, right? On Air Beauty? Angie, if you doing that, drop the link. Drop the link in here. And maybe we can raid you. Yes, that was funny about the walking. Yes. Jennifer Relaford. Shout out to you, Jennifer. I appreciate you watching. I love seeing your comments. She says she's never going to have a marriage with Miles. Miles doesn't want to be friends, but will settle for that because she will never want him that way. Woo! My Lord. Around the way, girl next door. Shout out to you, sis. Says, Woody gonna have to be okay with repeating an outfit. You's married now. Honey, let me tell you something. He gonna have to be okay for real, for real. For real, for real. Alice Mershon. Shout out to you, Alice. Thank you for watching. Christina's personality is stronger than Henry's, so she should make the first move. He said he is not confident. So women in here, are you okay with making the first move in your marriage? Around the way, girl next door said, that's what I'm saying. You know what? If that's my husband, I don't mind. I don't mind. I mean, I definitely will express if I want that same forwardness return, but I don't mind, and I do. I do sometimes. Giovanna Kane, shout out to you. I'm going on this channel. Drop the link, Angie. It said, I think this episode was good, but the next episode seems very interesting. I'm waiting. I'm ready and I'm waiting, y'all. Super excited about that. Super excited. Okay, and let's see. All right, so now we're on the couples focus. Remember, I did a couples focus on Karen and Miles. Carrie James commented. Shout out to you, Carrie. Thank you so much for watching my video. I appreciate you. It says, I have to say that his gift, the t-shirt with couples from the past, names on it, was a poorly thought out offering. Come on, Miles. For all the previous episodes of Married at First Sight, I've never seen such a cheesy gift. Loud! It says the 1 month anniversary gift should be more personal to a person. Example, Bennett's and Woody's. Bennett gave a blender and a mouth harp. What was the significance about the blender? Does anybody know? And Woody's. I can see why a blender is, more useful than a t-shirt. I guess it depends on who you're giving it to, right? It says the 1 month anniversary gift should be more personal to the person, i.e. Bennett and Woody's. I can see why Karen was not impressed with the gift. By the way, what did Karen give him for their 1 month anniversary? I must have missed that part, Carrie. Okay, so it says, yes, that's my husband. I'm going in. Don't judge me. Come on. When I would talk about it, look, the Michael Moore. If I want to be with him, I'm gonna be with him. Alicia said, I like the t-shirt. Karen didn't deserve. Oh man. What did Karen give Miles for the 1 month? It says, I'm watching from Guyana. Am I saying that right? Guyana? South America. I'm sorry. Guyana, South America. Love watching Love at First Sight. Thank you for joining me, Roxanne Reed. Thank you. I am so grateful to have you. Blessings to you. I'm reading comments. So people throughout the week commented on my recap and on my couples focus on Married at First Sight. And I'm reading their comments, and me and the girls, we in here, just discussing it. Lee! I can't. Honey, Lee said nothing. She gave nothing. Oh, they didn't show any gifts to the husbands other than Amelia singing. That's true. That's true. Do they normally show gifts? The wives giving gifts to the husbands on the previous episodes? Somebody catch me up. And then Shelley Charlesworth said, yes, indeed. What did Karen give Miles? Nothing. She makes me sick. She acts like such a diva. Woo! Oh, Mike, come get it. It's back. And it's flying everywhere now that the sun is out. Y'all, something flew in the house. And I don't know what it is. It ain't a fly. And it don't look like a mosquito. It looked like something I don't want to come in contact with. They didn't show, yes, after singing. She acts like such a diva and keeps saying she wants intimacy to happen naturally. Shelly is like, I'm over it. Melvern Simonette, so glad to see you. Do you see it, babe? Last time I saw it was in that corner over there. It says, I think that Miles and Karen are a little beyond the friend zone, but not yet at the intimate zone. I say that because Miles has expressed some of his needs, at least sexually, but Karen has not. She is obsessed with taking it slow, which is fine, but she is at a standstill, not moving at all. She is not even pointing the way to intimacy, which is what a marriage is all about. I was encouraged to see her softening up a little this episode. I hope she doesn't wait until Miles loses interest before she actually wants to progress. My 10 cents. Shout out, Melbourne. Sophia! Hey, boo! It says, Miles maybe said he's not giving Karen anything sentimental since her reactions are so standoff. Better he buy a $10 t-shirt than spend a lot of money. Honey. Said, I thought the t-shirt was thoughtful. And he wrote a card. That's all he could give. Anything else and she would have ran out the door. He probably really thought about that gift too. Like, what will not scare her, but what is something still meaningful that she won't reject either. Says, I don't think so on the gifts from past shows. Okay. Let's see. And then she had 3 replies. Rila T said, the last sentence is the truth. Alicia Brown commented, when he loses interest, she'll want him. That's what she's used to. And Carrie James commented, unfortunately, Karen does not want to progress. She is still keeping him at an emotional distance. At this point, I don't see them moving further ahead in their relationship, namely because Karen doesn't want it. Woo! My Lord. Sherman Quinton says, I keep on saying Karen don't like Miles. And that's on period. Giovanni Diamond. Y'all remember Giovanni was in the live watching reaction with us? Was cutting up. He is so hilarious. So hilarious. I loved it. It says, Karen is showing signs of a woman who was maybe bullied and or picked on as a child by people she felt had her best interests. If you look at the park scene between her and Miles, and she doing the evil laugh, and Miles and quickly gave her the look of hell in his eyes, I believe he is starting to realize he is the butt of all of her jokes. She's maybe never dealt with a man with clinical depression, but I am sure she is Googling and or finding ways to hurt him so he never recovers and wants to be with anyone else. You know what they say, hurt people, and that is what she is doing to Miles. I do not believe they said yes. I looked up the information and one of the websites. Hold on, this is a spoiler alert. I'm going to wave like this when I'm done with the spoiler alert, just in case y'all don't want to hear the spoiler alerts. Okay? That's going to be my signal when I'm done. Okay, spoiler alert. It says, one of my websites are legit sources. No one knows for sure what the results will be. But honestly, as a married Black man, all I can say is Karen is an evil woman, even in her laugh or smirk or when she gives a lack of eye contact to Miles and isn't affectionate and or doesn't seem driven by the marriage friendship. Her actions are very concerning. And if Miles says yes to Karen and she says yes, I can understand why that is, because Miles sees Karen as the upper class woman he couldn't get without the show. He seems he was picked on as well coming up, but he didn't turn into a bully. But Karen, on the other hand, knows Miles is strongly head over heels, so she is going to degrade him every single chance she gets. And I'm very concerned that no one from production has stepped in on camera like a producer I have seen in past seasons, where either a EP, executive producer, or one of the experts would have been jumped in and tackled this situation as if it was a life or death, because this is for Miles. If Karen's actions continues, this doesn't look good for Miles in the long run, and I'm concerned that people are taking her behavior as a joke, but to a Black man who has a Black wife, and we both hate how Karen is treating Miles. My wife is a doctor, and she doesn't appreciate how this can play out on TV, and no one of serious nature has stepped up and stepped in as a voice for Miles to Karen. This is getting out of hand, and I am shocked she has been allowed to be so rude, evil, and disrespectful to such a good-hearted person like this. Lord, I am praying for Miles and his depression. Whoa. Giovanni dropped a bomb on us. Oh my goodness. He said Kovisha canceled Miles's plans. Yes, Karen is just as sarcastic as Brett, just subtle. I agree with that. Miles said Kovisha canceled his plans. He said, yeah, Karen is very slick with her comments to him. Wow. My goodness. That's a lot to unpack. So Giovanni feels like what she's doing is very strategic and intentional and really could have lasting harm on Miles. Whoa. Wow. My mouth is wide open, y'all. My mouth is wide open. I mean, that if anything like that is being done intentional, that stuff comes back on you. You do not need to do nothing like that. Yvette Monroe, shout out to you. She says, you look very lovely, full. Thank you, Yvette. Hey, Teresa. Hey. Says, I think Woody and his wife will step in. I'm interested to see. My mama, Chef BC Cherry Bliss VSC commented, you cute or what, Alpha? Thank you, mommy. Thank you. Well, she talking about I was cute in the video, but I'm going to take that for now as well. Simplistic grace. Simplistic grace. Simplistic grace. You still celebrating your birthday? It says, Productions doesn't get involved. We watch Luke drag Kate. Zach drag Mindy. Woo! Only production is making a TV show. They want the drama. Woo! It was hard to watch Luke and Kate. You know who else it was hard to watch? It was hard to watch Taylor and Brandon. What's his name? Brandon or Brendan? Brandon, right? That was a hard one to watch. I said, what in the world is going on? Maxine Moore. Hello, darling. Shout out to you. She says, hello again. Thank you so much for your review. I agree with some of your narrative, some of it. I remember being young, growing up some. I give Miles and Karen the minute problem of being young. Karen is stoic and frightened to her core. However, Karen did say, and I believe her, that she is attracted to Miles and looks forward to having an intimate experience. You know what intimacy means. Remember, when I say intimacy, I mean the S word. An intimate experience with him. Growing up and becoming a mature man or woman takes time. If given that time at decision day, they will both say yes and grow up together and learn how to love each other day by day, month by month, year by year. By the way, Miles spoke of the Lord leading him to this marriage. And in Karen's initial profile, she said, I asked the Lord, are you trying to tell me something? Of course, no denomination given. However, both spoke of the Lord in the lead of their lives. You know, that's so interesting that Maxine brought this up. And I'm so glad that she did. Thank you, Maxine. This is a wonderful comment. Now, of course, you know, we agree to disagree. This thing keeps coming at me. Let's just say Luke is a demon. It says, no, it's a new month. I let the October baby shine. Yeah, I'm on the 22nd, y'all. I'm throwing a live stream birthday party, so y'all are gonna have to come and celebrate with me if you have time. His name was Brandon. Lee Pepper said Luke was a demon. Taylor wanted more camera time. She would poke Brandon and get production involved. Brandon needs prayer and medication, but Taylor is a ham. I mean, that's all, folks. For real. For real. Yes. So, Arel Alanic, I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong, but shout out to you. She said the S word is out of the table, not intimacy. And I commented that I have to use the word intimacy in place of the S word so my video doesn't get flagged, but I am talking about that. Tatiana Daniel, shout out to you. Says, wow, you just spoke a word. I'm only 20 years old and I'm not married yet, but you have definitely given me wisdom to remember in regards to making sure my future husband and I stay clear of friend zoning our marriage. Heavy stuff. Hey, Tatiana boo, please take your time, Tatiana. Take your sweet baby time. Do not rush into marriage. Don't do it. Woo. Okay, so Valerdi. Please forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. I'm going to go with Valerdi. Author. Shout out to you, and I appreciate you watching my videos and commenting. And she said, you are right. People really have it backwards nowadays about the sanctity of marriage. It is ordained by God. As a matter of fact, God performed the first marriage with Adam and Eve. So when you get married within the boundaries of the law of the land, it has God's approval and was meant to be a lasting bond between the man and his wife. Divorce was not an option until thousands of years later, with certain stipulations to protect the wife from abuse by an unfaithful husband. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And Else F. Shout out to you, Else F. It says, I think at this point, I'm just waiting for the reunion so she can answer for her behavior. The host, can't remember his name. Does anybody remember the host of the reunion's name? Does anybody remember who that is or his name? Is really good at asking critical questions. He is, honey. He be all up in their business. Remember when he was questioning Michael about Brandon, and Michael had to get up and leave the room. It was getting hot up in there. I would have told him, I'm not answering no more of your questions. Says Katie the Beauty. Hello, Beauty. Karen does not want mouths at all, and she isn't even trying. Some people feel that Karen is trying. Put a hand emoji in the comment. Put a hand emoji in the comment if you think that Karen is trying. I'd like to see a show of hands. Karen Pratt. Hey, Karen Pratt. The Ebony Goddess. Kevin Frazier. Hey, beautiful. Thank you, Kevin Frazier. Okay. Roxanne Reed, I wish Karen and I do too. I hope that they prove everybody wrong, and I hope that they have a long and lasting marriage too, Roxanne. Catherine Pratt, I agree he was not mentally stable enough for this risky marriage, but I disagree that he's not mature enough for an older woman. Their age difference is not significant enough to consider her as older. In high school, 4 years matters. Adulthood, you're in the same boat. I think she's immature for thinking that 4 years is considerably different and making it an issue. His thoughtfulness would be appreciated by an older woman, like 10 years difference. He's over it, and I am too. She is getting on my nerves, LOL. Yes, thank you, She Living. Please hit that like button that looks like a thumbs up for me. I would truly, truly appreciate it. Can I get 10 thumbs up? Thank you, sister. Another igniter in the building. It says off camera only. So you're saying off camera only, Karen is actually trying. Yes, I definitely think that 4 years of a man being younger is a considerable different amount, especially how men and women age and mature differently. So I do see differently on Catherine, but I do understand where she's coming from. I do believe that Karen has been very immature. Karen has been very immature in a lot of situations. But I do feel like 4 years younger, and the guy being the younger, is like a lot. Don't come over here. Y'all, something up in here. Something. I don't know. I don't think it's a mosquito. It's long. It's real long, and it's flying everywhere too. It's trying to get out. It says, Erna B says, intimacy is so much more than the act of S word, though. Totally agree. Totally agree. I totally agree. But guess what? You can do all of those other things, but if you are not having the S word in your marriage, then it's a problem. Unless there is like some medical reason or something, of course, then you in there till death do you part, for better or for worse. But y'all two healthy individuals and you doing everything but that, then that would say there's an issue in the marriage. When he said this may be our last anniversary, I perked up and said, oop, he over it. Honey, I caught that too. I was like, my Lord, my Lord. All right. All right. Carrie James said, Karen is not allowing Miles to move past the friendship zone. She just is not attracted to him in that way. She likes him, but I agree with you. Karen is keeping at arm's length so that she can bow out gracefully come decision day. Poor Miles, he is not picking up on the message because he wants this marriage to work out, and he is attracted to Karen. He is going to be hurt at the end of the experiment, unfortunately, or it seems at this point. I was really rooting for them, but Karen is just not on board. My goodness. You know what? I've never tried intercourse. We're going to see. We're going to see. I just said it. We're going to see. Intercourse. Alicia, I liked his comment about the tattoo and the marriage. Right. He said he was in it for the long haul. He said it's permanent. It's permanent. Says we will definitely see on Wednesday if he is truly honey, because them clips they showed, I was like, I'm ready for Wednesday. I'm ready for Wednesday. Is anybody else ready for Wednesday? First of all, I just realized that Ebony the Goddess was the only person who put a hand up in the chat to say that Karen was actually trying. Oh, y'all are petty. LaBelle. I just caught that. She was the only hand. It says, I have a Karen, Amani, and Woody conspiracy. Do tell. Simplistic Grace. Ebony, if so, I hope we see the cause or his thought process about being over it. Yeah. Says, I don't think Karen would try even if she were attracted to him. She needs therapy. Yeah. What was the moment where Karen didn't hug Woody as if she knew something? What you say? Alicia, I hope it's not just editing trying to get us to watch the episode. Right. It says the next episode, the DM situation comes up and think Karen knows. See, now you're going to have me extra just observing. Now I'm going to be looking at every little thing. If he blinked twice, I'm going to be like, aha! Simplistic Grace said something. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh my goodness. Hold on, where was I? I lost my place, y'all. Hold on. Oh, okay. I got it. Lee Pepper, the world been watching the cause of his emotions since. I can't. Woo! I think the Karen Woody moment was either editing or she knows they talked about her leaving 2 nights. Hey, yeah. Hey, Cargar. Did I say that right? When Mouse said this could be our last anniversary, he was hoping she would say, don't say that, or it won't be our last anniversary. But of course she didn't. She didn't, did she? She ain't say nothing. She was like, maybe the last time, I don't know. Do y'all remember that old church song? Maybe the last time. It may be the last time. I don't know. That's what Karen was singing in her head. It says that could be it too, Alicia. I think Karen and Woody don't like each other like that. You know what? And she wasn't very warm to Woody on the wedding night, when they were at the hotel, right? Y'all remember when Woody and Miles sat down with the family and friends, and Miles' sister said he looks for love in all he do. Miles is ready for the thought of love. He just not matched with the right person. Honey, I also don't think that they really know what love is either. But I think that's something that you learn on the way. I think it's very rare for a person to truly know what love is until you really get in the thick of it. It says age is just a number. If you love someone, age has anything to do with it as long as you're happy in your relationship. Let me tell you, I think that sounds great, but let me tell you, happiness ain't the only thing that keep a marriage. Just being happy, because happiness, and this is my thought process, hear me out. Happiness is temporal and subject to change. Happiness is based on outside situations, circumstances, and people. I believe that in order to be content, there must be joy. Joy is something that is internal. Joy is something that is everlasting, and joy is something that cannot be affected by outside stimuli. So a lot of married couples go into marriage looking for happiness. But when you look for happiness, you're constantly disappointed because happiness changes as the situation, as the environment, or even as a person changes. Because who I was at 23 when I married my husband is not the same woman I am now at 33. 10 years. Oh God, I'm going on 10 years. 10 years being married to Michael. If happiness was based on us just loving each other, then we wouldn't be together now because of how many changes life has brought us, the ups and the downs of life. And if you're basing your marriage on happiness, then honey, it's going to take a miracle for it to last. So to me, yes, it sounds nice. And for some, that may be the case. Age is but a number. But what I have found is that I have learned who I am, and I know that I needed to marry a man 9 years older than me. There is no way that I could have married a man 4 years younger than me, because even though I am 33, I act like a woman who is 53. Now, my mother, on the other hand, she is married. My stepfather is 10 years younger than her. And they have a wonderful, flourishing marriage. But I think that doesn't apply across the board. And you have to know who you are to know if that will work for you. And plus, my stepfather is eons very wise and mature beyond his age. So that helps as well. But yeah, happiness is for the birds, in my opinion. It's for the birds. Because as soon as you're unhappy, you think that, you fell out of love, which is a crock. You can't fall in or out of love. Love is a choice. Love is a decision that I am going to care for and be concerned about this person, no matter the situation, no matter the circumstances, or no matter what changes may take place in them. That's what love is. Love is not a feeling. Love is not an emotion, but love is a verb. It is an action word. Love is something that you do. So that's just me. Now, everybody is different, but that is what has sustained my marriage. That's what sustained me. I can't go by happiness. If it was by happiness, honey, me and Mike would have been divorced about 5 years ago. But I'm in love with that man. Let's see. You laughing at me? Said exactly. Karen is not a warm person to begin with. Yeah. But I just don't understand, if she knows this about herself, why did she take such an accelerated route? Said she really is not Ebony Goddess. She is not good with expression of her deep feelings, just the surface of her feelings. And Miles is so deep with his. I think what you're saying makes Miles a good contender for the show. He understands that marriage is also about commitment. He wants to be committed. He does want to be committed. I feel like everybody who wants to be married wants to be committed until they get in this thing. And then a couple of years later, you'd be like, why did I want to be committed? Why did I do this? It says, yes, peaceful flow. That may be why there's such a block in their relationship. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, Ryla T, shout out to you. Thank you so much for watching. It says, I agree, Karen's response was dry. As much as I want to see progress with them, it still feels as if there is a disconnect. What I will say is Karen is so used to Miles' passive love, to Miles' fault as well, because he is not fully speaking up. All facts. Miles needs to speak up. That when he eventually becomes frustrated, she will use it as a way to cop out the relationship. The best way to see is after you give and give to someone, especially when it's not reciprocated. Later down the line, you say, forget this. I'm not getting anything out of this anyway. Really, what is Miles getting out of this? Can anybody answer that question? What is Miles really getting out of this? It says, I also think what you're saying applies to Woody. People anticipated Woody would be a hot boy, Woody in his marriage, and he's really making a husband. Yes, that's true. Now that is very true. And I hope that he continues to prove us wrong. I just want to see what was the DM message about. And then I can fully and confidently agree with that. Around the world, girl, yes, Miles does. And most people are not good with a mental illness like Miles. You have to be a patient person. Very true. Very true. Does anybody know if Miles disclosed this information before being picked? A lesson in how to run one. Oh, around the way, girl. Next door said peaceful flow. True that. True that. True that. Okay, Katie the Beauty. It says Karen does not want Miles at all, and she isn't even trying. And Yvette said, "You look lovely, full." Oh my goodness. It says the problem with Karen is she's a pageant girl. Princess. She got better. Oh, she's got a better than complex. I grew up with these princess types. But I will say their parents pushed them so hard. Oh, okay. Okay, I can see that. He is getting nothing, period. Oh, hilarious. That is true. All right, guys. That is the end of my comments. Said Miles is he is getting tasty meals. She throwing down in the kitchen now. I'm telling you, that's one of the things that give me a glimmer of hope, Sophia. That's one of the things. It gives me a glimmer of hope. Hey, is it LaQuick? LA Quick? Hey, shout out to you. It says, I like Woody and Amani, except Amani seemed like she's holding back too much. Miles got matched with the wrong woman because Karen seems insincere. Yes. 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 That would make sense, Lee Pepper. Being her friend says she is always corporate Karen and not Kay. She did say that. She did. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us. She said, can we talk about Woody's budget? Now, what's going on, GMAMEC? GMAMEC, shout out to you. Thank you for watching with us. Now, around the way girl next door, she said that Woody is an accountant. So he is overshooting the numbers as a negotiation tactic so Amani won't lowball it. Won't lowball it. That's what she said. What do you think? What do you think? I'm telling y'all, I'm hot. I'm 2 seconds from snatching this wig off in front of y'all. I'm 2 seconds from snatching it off. Y'all see I'm a little misty. Y'all see I'm a little misty in the forehead. But $500 to $1,000, that's way too much. I mean, unless you just got it. Now, I ain't the one to be like, you are extremely wealthy and you taking care of all of your bills and even, helping out the communities and you want to spend $1,000 on clothes. I mean, who am I? Who am I? But let me tell you something, $1,000, $500 to $1,000 a month ain't being spent in my home on clothing. And there's 5 of us. It ain't happening. I don't even think we do that in 6 months. I don't think we do that in 6 months. I'm hoping he is highballing because nope. Said that's a good theory. Yes, GM. Okay, yes. So I'm wondering, did they ever come to an agreement and did they ever settle on a number? It says, I'm hoping he is highballing because nope, yep. He also stays with Mama. So he may not have big bills. That's true. But when you get married, it's time to put your grown man pants on. It says, right. I'm also going out on a limb and say in advance for Wednesday, A couple of DMs doesn't make Woody a bad husband. Mistakes can be made. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. Plus, we haven't seen the DMs. So I'm not going to make any judgments on anything. I have made plenty mistakes as a wife, and I'm still a very awesome wife. But I am hoping that all of this effort is truly genuine, because he just seems like it's a lot of showmanship. And I'm just hoping that it's just a combination of his personality and him being really into her, and not because he's being viewed by the world. I want him to desperately prove me wrong. I hope the DMs don't cause no issues. Maybe somebody contacted him. Exactly. And maybe he never responded to them. Or, maybe they were before they even got married. Who knows? DMs. Let me tell you, if I went back and pulled some of them old DMs from back in my adult teens and early 20s, honey, my husband would probably throw a pie in my face. Thank God for the blood. And thank God for growing up and being mature. Says, there's no mistakes in a DM when you were married, period. Peaceful Flow said, I ain't having it. Peaceful Flow was like, Peaceful Flow ain't playing no games. Hopefully they were before the marriage. That's what I'm hoping. The DMs may be before. That's what I'm hoping. Yes, Teresa. I'm still a good wife. The DM might be before his wife, and he had not deleted them as of yet. Because remember with, what's that couple's name? And they were like, they're a Black couple. They're still married. They're actually on couples cam. She's a real estate agent. He's a paramedic, and he's studying to be a doctor. And but remember, she was going through his phone. They swapped phones, and she found some pictures, some inappropriate pictures of his ex still in his phone, honey. She was hot. Keith and Kay. Okay. Yes. Keith and Christina. Keith and Kristen. Somebody. Kay, Kristen, Christina. Somebody. Let's see. What DMs? Yes, it was in the trailer that Amani found some DMs, but we don't know the parameters around it, the details on it. It says it was in the trailer. Anyone going on the show needs to clean up. Period. I don't understand. I guess because they find out so quick, but before you even fill out the paperwork, go ahead and delete it. I guess they said, I don't know. I might need to hold on to some stuff. Don't hold on to it. She ain't playing no games. Honey, Peaceful Flow said, I'm not playing with nobody in their DMs. Keith and Kay, Keith and Kristen, Keith and Christina's, one of the K's, somebody. Pastor Cal got on it. Pastor Cal was like, bruh. Pastor Cal used to be bouted in some of them seasons, honey. Even the way he got with Luke. And he was like, nah, if you're not going to be the man that I'm expecting you to be, you can get up out of here. I was like, Pastor Cal, the thug passion then came up out of you. All right, guys, I'm getting off of here. Like I said in the beginning, my husband was off today. My children, all 3 of them, are at their grandmother's house. So you know what that means. That means I won't be friend zoning it like Karen and Miles tonight. Come on. Somebody say glory, glory. The kids are gone. Ha. The husband is off. Ha. And I need you to understand that I need to get off this computer. And I need to go be with my man. Because I'm not like Karen. I love my man. And I love being intimate with my man. So I gotta get off. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Yeah. Oh, VP dog. Tina. Hey, Tina. Bless y'all. Yeah. Hey. I love you all. So I will see you guys. Remember, get your TV. I'm going to get my TV. We all going to get snacks and watch it together. I'm going to bring my pickles and Kool-Aid as usual. We get started 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I love you guys so much. And make sure if you haven't already, please hit that like button that looks like a thumbs up. It helps my video reach more. It helps it reach more. All right, bye, y'all. Until next time, be fruitful.